Court order, please. I'd like to welcome everyone to the August meeting of the South Strabane Township Board of Supervisors. We appreciate your attendance and thank you for attending. Roll call, 5 supervisors are present this evening. Our solicitor, our engineer, our planning and zoning director, our fire chief, and also the acting assistant township manager, our police chief, our director of public works, Jolene and Kelsey, and also Michelle from Parks and Rec are also present. Would you please stand for a pledge of allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Number 3, public comment time. The Township Board of Supervisors allocates a period of time during this item for those individuals who would like the opportunity to address the Board of Supervisors on any matter. Each person addressing the Board of Supervisors is asked to limit their comments to a maximum of 3 minutes. Did we have a sign-in sheet?
Yes.
Do we have names on it?
Yep. Scott Craig is first. Redbud Lane.
Right to the
right
podium.
there. Yep. This is all new, all this stuff. Yeah, I'm Scott Craig. I live at 355 Redbud Lane. Had a question. I know some of it's already been talked about, is the sidewalks. If there's any status update, we have some other members that live in the neighborhood. If there's anything to be shared about that, if there's any impact to the homeowners up there, kind of what the next steps are going to be in that development, that would be much appreciated. Also in that development, there's other questions that have come up around the retention pond, plans for the retention pond, timing on that, and the walking trails that were to be completed that looks like they've never been started or potentially may never be completed, if there's any update on that. And I think the other one was just phase 2. If there's any plans to go forward phase 2, and if that doesn't happen, what happens to the folks that lived in phase 1? How will that continue to be developed? So my questions are all around the Burkett Manor plan. So thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you for
Yeah, thank you.
coming in and speaking to that. And we are on top of that, by the way, and we'll get better answers to you in a very near future. Okay.
And the question, maybe you don't have it today, but how do we get awareness of those discussions or what the decisions are being made?
We'll get to you. You haven't started any HOA at all, have you?
Not yet.
Yeah, that's the problem. Leave your name and number here, will you please?
Yeah.
And we'll
If you
get,
could get it to me, that would be
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
it.
you have it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you have
Yes,
it?
I have it.
All right.
And we'll get back to you. We'll give you some answers, okay?
Can I ask you a question? If the sidewalks were supposed to be 5 feet and they were put in at 4, would you have a problem with them being removed and the proper wasn't put in?
I have a bigger concern about the depths of the over time cracking and whose
Yeah.
responsibility that's going to be.
That's
The width itself, I mean, do I notice a foot? Probably not. But if they weren't put in the right way and they're going to crack, who's responsible for that? We ultimately own those sidewalks in front of our house.
Don't forget the street lights. They were never put in. Either.
I know. Thank you for reminding me.
Come on up. Come on up. Let us know what's going on.
Your name and address.
Karen Uriah, I live at 328 Redbud Lane. If they make the sidewalks bigger on both sides of the street, wider, that's going to make the street narrower, will it
It'll
not?
take up more of your front yard.
Coming that way too.
The foot would have to go towards the houses because our ordinance say there's a two-foot buffer strip, grass strip from the road to the sidewalk, so it's got to stay. And so they would have to go towards the houses. Have a
Where
foot-
the utility lines are underneath the ground, so that they'll be covering then
We're
that.
covering them now anyways.
Okay,
I have pictures of one, and I've wanted,
Okay.
they've said that the meter shutoffs are way far away, like 3 to 4 foot.
okay,
So it's not gonna have like a meter in if they do that, so.
okay. And also, is it possible to, at some point in time, put up a speed limit sign up there? Because there are people coming up there that are driving awfully fast. And it could be some of the workers too that are
Hey,
doing the
Russ, isn't it
development.
generally 25 miles.
Yeah,
Their plans.
Drew, most of our residential are 25 mile an hour, so that should be 25 mile an hour too. Windsor Highlands, they're all 25. And Kevin,
Okay.
you probably have some 25 mile an hour. You could put them up at the entrance, people coming in.
They aren't our roads.
They're not our roads, so they would have to be maybe Bill.
Yeah, we can't operate on those roads until we get them turned over to the township.
Okay,
It's still their
Okay.
their project.
Okay.
We could ask them to put up 25 mile an hour.
But we're putting this down, so don't
okay.
think we're gonna ignore it.
That's fine.
It's being written.
Those are just concerns that we,
Oh, you'll get
that I
answers.
have,
Believe me,
because
we'll
there's
get
a lot of kids that live up
We're looking
there,
for some
so-
answers too by the end of the month, but we'll get you
Okay.
answers. You'll
All
get
right.
definite answers.
Okay, thank
Karen,
you.
could you spell your last name?
URIAH.
Thank you.
I would like to recognize Supervisor Murphy for the countless hours that he has put in to see to it that this planned residential development is done properly. And it started some time ago, and just things didn't look right, and he has just, and we're going to make some changes going forward. So things like this, hopefully, there's no question about it.
Okay, good. Anyone else?
Mr. Kabaki?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Don't get to come down too much. See you, gentlemen. I try to stay out of trouble. But first of all,
Would you
I-
give your name once again and your address, will you please?
okay. Oh, my address?
Yeah.
242 Fairview Avenue, Patton area,
Okay, thank you.
the forgotten area. The first thing is I noticed, I've been in here in this township 53 years. Been very happy here. But it seems like we're going downhill and I see a lot of property, people's yards, they're not cutting grass. They're not keeping up. Whoever bought the school up there, I don't know when he comes. Not too often. Grass is high. And I've been noticing for what I'm going to talk about tonight, behind me and on the side of me, renters. They don't care about their property because they don't own it. I'm there taking care of my property, trying to keep up to it, making the township look nice, but these renters don't care.
And Mr. Kabaki, before you go on, do you have the address of that place where the renters are in and are not taking care of their property?
The one is up on Sunset. Well,
Will you get that down, Jordan?
I'll tell you more about that. And my one behind me, I mean, alongside of me is 220 Fairview Avenue.
220
Okay.
Fairview, okay.
Now, if you remember, around 4th of July, we had a bad storm,
Right.
very bad, okay? Got up the next morning, my wife said, "You see the yard?" That's why. I looked, and behind me, the tree must be over 100 years old. It came down and into my yard, took half of my maple tree, okay? So I went out and talked to the renter. I called already. I called. I said, okay. So waited about 2 weeks before anybody came. Well, I came home from church one Sunday and see the people up there. And go up there, I was talking to them, and no, I'm just the son, stepson. I said, well, where's your father? I don't know. So they cut some little bit in the area. I mean, the tree is big, 100 years old. So I waited. Must have been 2-3 weeks. Here comes, I guess, the father. Well, they sent the kids down, I guess, to get the tree out of my property, off the maple tree. Okay. Then when they did that, they left. Then he come about 2-3 weeks later, did a little bit of cutting and this and that. But if you would see now what is up there, the tree, plus all the limbs and leaves just stacked up all over the back of the yard, the alley. And I took care of that paper alley for 53 years, cutting the grass. Okay? So I called the township manager, said, well, you should talk to, oh, I forget who you said. And then that gentleman said, well, no, I think you should call Scott. He should take care of that.
Scott Heckman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So secretary's there, she'll tell you, I must have called Scott over 5 times. Okay? Never got an answer. Never got a call back. Left my phone number and everything, and I just asked him, I said, Scott, Mr. Kabaki, could you come up and just look at this? I think something has to be done. It's terrible looking. Never heard a word. Never heard a word.
Mr. Kabaki, what's the address there?
Huh?
You know where the address is there? Same street you're talking about?
Yeah,
Behind your house? What's your house address?
my house is 242.
242, Mr. Jordan. And it's right behind your house.
242 Fairview.
Yeah. And, but Scott never called me. I mean, what's his job? Does he got a job down here? I mean, when somebody calls you 5 times and don't call you back, there's something wrong.
Short answer is yes, that's his job. But is there anything else you could tell me so when we go up there, we'll check it all out?
Yeah. I asked him, come up here. I don't think, look at it and see what you think. The big trees laying in the alley, it's a paper alley. And then he got stacks of wood all over. And now my neighbor, he's getting a little upset. He bought the house next door and he's going to fix it up and add the renters in there now. Very nice guy, Larry Cross. If you know him, good, nice guy. And he's even getting upset. He pushed a lot of wood onto his property.
Okay.
Larry said,
Is he right next door to you, huh?
huh?
He's right next door to you, Larry?
Yeah,
Cross?
no, he's right behind me.
Oh, you
There's,
got it. Okay, I got it.
there's a Larry, then this house here,
Gotcha.
right behind. But I mean, it's such a mess. I mean, the guy never come back.
Mr. Kabaki, I guarantee you someone will be up there next day or two.
Well, I sure
You
would
gonna be
appreciate.
home? You gonna be home?
I'll be home.
Give us your number and,
Yeah, I'll be home.
I need your phone number.
Okay.
We'll call you.
But
And we'll tell you
like I
we're coming
said,
up.
I've been here 53 years. It's been a good community. It's been a good township. I have nothing to say bad. Mr. Greco, when he was on there, come up there and helped us with the road, trimmed the guardrails and all that. Grass was growing up. It's been a good township and it's always been a nice, clean township. But now you drive around and you see all these people's yards. They don't care. And I'll guarantee you, most of them are renters because they don't care.
Okay,
They don't care about their property.
I got you. They're gonna care. Okay, anything else?
That's it.
You
If
did,
I-
it. You did it good for us and we'll take care of that, if that information down. We will be up there today.
Okay. Thank you.
I guarantee you.
Thank
Okay. Mr. George, is there any more?
There is.
Okay.
It looks like Beth Ann Hodges.
Okay. I know you're Farley, okay, and, okay, now, hold hold on one second. Rob, would you address that right now, right? The Farley thing, where are we with that?
It was in our packet.
Right,
Just wasn't on the agenda.
that wasn't on the agenda. No one's been out to see you, or nobody's talked to you? Okay, there will be. Okay.
Beth Ann, the engineer has made recommendation, well, he has given us 4 options and has the site distance and everything on it. All we need to do is get together and see what's going to be the most prudent option. We made a commitment to fix that.
Okay, you don't have to get up here, you can just give me the number later. Okay, good. Anyone, we'll have an answer to that shortly. George, anybody else?
Susan Allen.
So I'm new to the area this time around,
What address?
22 Mance. I have a lease from Keller Williams. It used to be through Scott York and now it's under Keller Williams. But I've lived in the area. My house actually burnt to the ground about 18 years ago on Route 40. There's always been issues with Pancake Inn, granted, I know that. But now, because I do know that it was sold, and now there are 2 pickup trucks that are always parked in the first 2 spots when you come up off of Van Station. And if you go to make a left, you cannot see traffic oncoming. You have to put the nose of your car out into traffic to make a left turn, to turn anyway. Coming back, if you're on 40 to make a right to go down Van Station or to go to Mans, you literally have to go past the telephone pole and sort of back up to make that turn if there's a car sitting there at the stop sign. Because of those vehicles, you cannot see around those vehicles. It's going to end up killing somebody, especially someone coming up off that road on a motorcycle. If they can't see and a car's coming, they're going to get killed.
Hey, Chief, I hate to put you on a spot like that. Were you familiar with that out there, what she's talking about? Are you
There's-
familiar with that situation? Chief?
It's a white full-size pickup, and then it's a white like Ranger with a red cab on it. Those 2, there's parking down back. That's where they need to go to park. I mean, it's insane.
Yep.
Also, too, second issue, on the opposite corner from my house, I guess we have new tenants that are creating their own campground. There's 2 individuals living in a tent at the corner of the yard, on the bend of Vance and Mance.
Jordan, take that information.
They
down,
have
will you?
extension cords running from that
The
house's
first one
front
about
porch.
the traffic situation, safety thing, and then the second thing about this.
That's been about a month ago.
But I agree. But why does the residents have to? I'm with what you're saying. I'm with what you're saying. It puts the residents in a bad position of the township drives around and sees these things. It's between the road department, the police, and the fire. But why is it up only to the residents that come out and put themselves off a bad place to say this person living bad? I try to keep myself nice. And I agree with everything you're saying. I agree with what he's saying. But I don't think we should be pitted against each other to be want to turn somebody in. The house next to me, the grass was never cut. They left, they got the board, they came back. Road department went past there 100 times a day. So I was ready to come down and an email was sent by my in-law, and then all of a sudden the grass got cut. But why does it take the residents to do it? I get that the board's not supposed to drive around and look. I get that.
Oh, we drive around. We drive around.
I mean, has
Wait,
any more government between our code enforcement or anybody ever written down one thing and said, hey, this is what I caught?
Yeah.
The tent thing, I agree.
Listen,
As a
here's my
tough spot,
thing with the tent thing, okay?
Exactly. I appreciate what you're saying. You're right. You're right. I mean,
and I wanna go up there too.
it's like, you like, you need a more thorough inspection, but we can use all the help we can get. If the neighbors call us, help, tip us off, we could do something.
There's no way the township's not seeing this.
I have lived in my residence for 1 year, okay? And in that year, somebody has been in my house twice and broken into my daughter's car once. So when I have somebody who's living in a tent, I don't know these people from Adam, and they're right across the street from my house. It's a very big concern, plus fire safety. They're running an extension cord off of the front porch of this house over to their tent. It's not okay.
would
There's a
you,
campground right down the
Once
road,
again, what is the address out there?
22 Mance.
22 man, and give us your
That's
phone
your
number.
address though, correct?
What's
Not-
that?
That's your address.
That's my
not-
address.
okay.
It's right across the corner,
52, okay. Give us your phone number.
724
You could
579.
come over here if you want, so that.
We like, I like, okay, I like to get back to you whenever you got a problem like that.
And then also too, the speed thing
Hmm.
really needs to be addressed on Nance and Vance.
Okay,
One of my dogs almost got killed yesterday,
okay.
and they were in my yard.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you for the information. Anyone else we have like to speak?
Yes, Ms. Deemer.
I speak it loud.
Janie Deemer, Zediker Station Road. I haven't been here for a few years, but on the agenda for this evening, G on the new business about the cardboard recycling center. This was started, I believe in 2019 or somewhere in that era, that Bracken Burns and I was on that green team. And that was a really nice amenity for the township residents to have this cardboard recycling, the branches, the yard waste, and then we had the glass, big dumpster to pick up glass. But if there was a way to just have the residents use it, I'm all okay with it. But I know if you put up a gate or you have times or whatever, fencing, people will come and drop the cardboard boxes and their paper off right in front of the gate. So it has turned into a royal mess out there because they can come whenever they want to. I realize that we do not pay them to come and get the paper. So if it's just been out there on Facebook, you know, where can I take this? And you see people's Zediker Station and people take all their boxes out there. And it would be nice if they broke them down, but I mean, you can't really control people and what they're going to do. So I am here tonight to encourage you to discontinue it because it has turned into a nightmare. The boxes blow on 70, on the other side of 70, and then it's our maintenance crew that has to go down there and pick these up when they could be doing something else like road repair or putting in ditches, whatever else they do. They shouldn't be down there picking up paper. That's on cardboard. And just like, because we live out there in the country on Zediker, right across from the recycling center, somebody blessed us with a gigantic couch, and that's up on CNN property, CNX, which was leased by the Wounded Warriors, which that is over now as of July. Rankin, I had sent a text to Kevin 2 weeks ago on Rankin Road. Someone dropped off a whole pile of carpeting and carpet padding all rolled up right along the road. So I'm sure that had to take 2 or 3 men to pick that up. Lakeview by the trestle, just yesterday, I saw a whole bunch of TVs right by the old train trestle on Lakeview. And at the paper dumpster, I was down there yesterday before I came here just to kind of look at the area, and there's 4 cardboard boxes of wine bottles sitting right beside the paper dumpster. So you see what happens. People get out there, it's isolated. There's no one out there, and they just dump all this off. That was number 1. Number 2, because I haven't been here for a long time. Number 2, in any residential area in the township where it can be feasible and where it can happen, I highly recommend moving forward with half-acre lots. If you can do that as a board to change the zoning. We are right next door to North Strabane, and you see how it is jumping over there. It's only going to come a little bit more south. So I would highly recommend half-acre lots. I know the developers don't want to hear that because they don't make as much money. But my thought is you might get a better quality of people moving in, nicer houses, larger tax base. Number 3, I hope the board has either written or are working on zoning for solar farms in the township. I know I have personally received 4 contacts from companies, 4 different ones, to put solar panels up on my farm, which I will always say no to. I don't know how the township is looking at that, but I'm hoping that they soon make some kind of progress. It is happening in neighboring townships.
We-
Number 4.
If I can respond, we have drafted that.
Okay, that's
And
good.
plus, I think we should be drafting, I think, a data center ordinance also. I'm drafting that for other communities because that's a big connection. Then there is also another thing connected to the data center, the data centers. They have, but they create these gas-fired electric plants that only service the data centers. So I'm getting, if you want, I'll send you a data center ordinance, which I prepared. If I may have said it already, I don't recall. But we should be cognizant of that. We should be cognizant of this other situation where you have the gas companies producing electricity, but it's not for the community. It's for the data center. So we should be on that on next thing. Sorry about that.
Well, my stand is that I feel they could put the solar panels on top of buildings, strip malls, something. I mean, farming is my passion and I hate to see any farmland being destroyed with solar panels. And the last one, in 219, I believe, and this would go back to what Zach was talking about and the lady here and Mr. Kubaki was talking about. In 219, the International Property Maintenance Code was passed in the township. Then added on to that at a later date that same year was the Quality of Life Ordinance. So this is a deal where if you have somebody not cutting their grass or whatever, they come up and say, you know, you need to get this done in whatever X amount of days. If you don't, then we're going to fine you. And then if you don't do it after somebody, then another fine. But I agree with Mr. Morgan. I don't see why it is the resident who has to bring up an issue, because then it makes for really sour grapes for somebody like being a tattletale or whatever. So if you take pride in your property, like he does, it would be very frustrating to live next door to a jungle. So I have noticed myself since 219 out in the rural part of South Strabane that there are vehicles that have been parked in the same place for 15 or 20 years. Now, were they grandfathered in before this was done? Or is it just somebody like a blind eye? I don't know. There's some abandoned houses in South Strabane. One's on Rankin, one's on Band Station. How long does it take for the township to get after these people to either pay to rip it down or whatever? So I kind of think it's not fair if you're not implementing and enforcing this. You know, everybody takes pride in their property, I hope, but maybe everybody has different standards. I don't know. That's all.
Thank you very
you.
much.
I had brought up to the manager before he left, this was about a year ago, I suggested that we have a form on our website that residents could go into and make an observation, we'll call it an observation to be kind, about an issue that they may have. You know, I know it's, you say that everybody's up and down the road. Well, yeah, but they have a lot of work to do too. And I believe that the residents need to help take care of their own neighborhood. And
Well, yeah, if they could do it anonymously, that's a great idea.
When you call here, they will not say like, that's a taboo. You don't say, oh, well, Jamie Dean were called and said your grass was high. You do not tell them who called. That is, they won't do that.
but if we have a form and there's a record of it, and then there's a reminder to follow up, I think that would be the way to go.
Right,
That
but
would
it
be-
seems like nothing has been done since 2019. The same vehicles are in the same place with grass this high. I mean, you know, they're not being moved, you know, they aren't running, but
Janie, where are these vehicles you're
I mean,
talking
just
about?
write them down on a piece of
Yeah.
paper, and send them to the township.
Let us
manager,
know. Let us know
And
exactly where they are.
CNX is tearing the house down on right.
As I told the other folks, just tell me what's going on. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, before
Okay.
before Troy left and moved on.
I'll do that.
Troy did numerous cars and high grass, and Troy's never been replaced. Jim Barnes is retired. Scott Heckman's taking care of that department and building by himself. So the best thing to do would be call the.
We need the help. We need help. We need
Tell them you
people
want
to
it dated and you want the message to go to Scott Heckman's desk.
Yep.
And that way,
Is he the only one
he's the only one right now.
that takes care of that? Because there
Yeah.
was another fella.
Yeah,
Troy?
Troy
Okay.
quit because
Yep.
he was
Right, I knew he's been gone for a while, but
doing a lot.
yeah.
A lot of cars, a lot of high grass. He was,
Okay.
he actually took the snow routes and he would do a snow route, then move to the next one. And he
Yeah,
was-
I just think if you make the township, presentable, more people will want to move here and live here and not,
Yeah, it
be
takes, it
next
takes
door to
some,
a neighbor that.
Go ahead, Mr. Gabaki.
Trashy.
Thank you, Janie.
I thought, and to agree with her, the neighborhoods, keeping them nice and that. And I don't know how many years ago, like I said, I've been here 53 years, but I'll never forget up my street, Billy Bell, May Reynolds, and what was the other supervisor? I forget.
Troutman.
Huh?
Dawn Troutman.
No, not
Brown?
Troutman,
Frank
before
Brown.
him.
Frank Brown?
Maggie.
I can't think. Walked up my road and asked, how's everything? Looks nice. I don't expect you to do that, but that's what they did back in those days. And that's how the neighborhoods were nice.
Mhm,
Grass was cut,
mhm.
but you don't do it. We don't got that no more. No, nobody even drives around to look at the properties.
Yeah.
Nobody. They do what they want to do.
Thank you, Mr. Gabaki. I got you loud and clear. Okay, is there someone else?
Mr. McGurran?
Before I get into a couple things that I have, like I mentioned, I moved down here from Blair County. The borough of Martinsburg had a problem like that with their recycling center. What they ended up doing, they put up motion activated recorders. And they were able to monitor it that way. They just, when they saw a problem, they review the data on it. Just thought I'd mention that. Mike Muir on 2328 Flint Drive. Fisher Road between 19 and Manaford Road, it's seen an enormous increase in traffic this year, and I expect when Burkett Manor and those places, Meadowlands, get done, it's going to continue to increase. With the Strabane Manor up there and Stone Creek Apartments, there's a lot of pedestrian traffic, and there's no sidewalks through there. And I noticed what prompted me to come down and say something. I noticed you're talking about adopting a policy regarding streetlights. It'd be great, that if we could get a couple lights up through there, it would help with that, as far as the safety issue. The other thing, and there's probably nothing that can be done about this, but I wanted to mention it. Coming from 19 over towards the interstate on Manaford Road, when you come down to that intersection of Fisher, there's that stop sign. And those cars, you gotta, like, if you're gonna come out of there, you got to be ready, check the traffic, you got it, because they come around that turn. I don't know if there's any way you can slow them down. I don't know if probably not feasible to put stop signs, maybe just some kind of a caution light or something. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's a state road too. That's not.
we got permission to put a few signs up a while back, right before Hudak Drive, and they're still up. I checked the other day, but we're talking about people from Bridgeville and other areas, and they do fly up that road. I go slow up that road, and they're not very nice. Yeah, they're not very nice on that road.
Jordan, anybody else?
That is it.
Kelsey, anybody on Zoom? Okay, thank you very much. Well, thank you everyone for all the information. It will be paid attention to, no doubt about it, okay? Okay, number 4, board members, the meeting minutes, need a motion to approve the board minutes for the Board of Supervisors, July 22nd, 2025.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Juan. Need a second, please.
I have a correction on
Okay.
the minutes.
Wait till we get the motion.
Okay,
You want to second it?
I can second it. Yeah.
Okay, second. Oh, you did already.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a second. Now go ahead. Now you can say something.
Yes, last month, I wanted to let the record show that Cipher and Cipher's information during our meeting were correct, the numbers were correct. And it says in the minutes that Mr. Grego said it, but it was actually.
You said it.
I said it.
Mr. Jordan, Mr. Kramer?
Yep.
Would you take that down as a, what, do you know what page that's on, George?
It's just a correction to the minutes.
That's okay, though. That's corrected. Let's be done with it.
Page,
Where is it? There's the audit. Okay, page 7, Mr. Kramer, Mr. Grego made the motion. It was Mr. Rowan that made the motion. He would like to have that corrected. Okay?
Thank you.
Sure, you're very welcome. All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. The next thing, we need a motion to approve the Board of Supervisors meeting minutes for July 30th, 2025. Thank you, Mr. Bonita. Thank you, Mr. Murphy. All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 5, financial business. Approval of the payrolls for the periods of July 6, 2025 through July 19th, 2025, and July 20th to August 2nd, 2025, and bills for the period July 20th, 2025 through August 22, 2025. Need a motion, please.
So moved.
Thanks, Mr. Murphy. Second, okay, Mr. Bull. Any discussion? All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Number 6, and there are a few announcements this evening. It indicates on the agenda there's none, but there are a few. I want the folks to know that the Board of Supervisors has hired a group called Public Partners who's doing the actual recruiting for a new township manager for South Strabane Township. Okay, they're in the process of doing that right now. And they plan on having, so far, I think they have about 10 applicants for the position. None of us know anything about it. They keep it to themselves till we get to the interview stage. And the interview stage is going to take place the week of September the 8th, okay? So you understand when we'll have somebody on duty is speculative, okay? Because the time we get through the interviews and the second interviews by the board, and then this person who gets the position or wants to be appointed to the position might have to give us 2 weeks notice, 30 days notice, 60 days notice. So that could take place. We don't know how that's going to go until we meet the people on the week of September 8th, and we'll see how that goes. I just want to brief you folks on it so you know what's going on in the township, okay? And as you see through the media this evening, you'll understand how we're taking care of the chores around here until we get a new township manager, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is just brief about, is the annual softball game between the fire department and the police department. And Chief Hilk, I know I talked to you before about it, not the game. Can you kind of give an idea? Well, I know the police won, but would you tell what? And that's the 5th year in a row they've won. They won every year. Tell them what the benefit.
I think the best part of the day was I think we just lost track of the score.
Oh, okay.
Rain delay. 5th year in a row, played police versus firefighters in softball game. Raise money for charity every year. This year it was Special Olympics. The check we wrote this week was $5,064.
Wow. Great. Way to go, right.
Firefighters, 3 guys that are holding the 3 workers behind the scenes put all that together, all the sponsors. Too many to name, but basically paid for it. Thanks for everybody that showed up and worked at the time.
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you. I'd like to, Mr. Kramer would like me to announce to you that the bingo's back in business. They've lost 10 weeks of, there's been 2 weeks of lost revenue down at the bingo place. I think you know why. We had that storm and it did a number on the fire department. So let's do it. And it held up our bingo and other functions down there, but I'm going to let Mr. Kramer explain to you what has been done down there. Can you give a little briefing and what had to be repaired and so forth?
Yeah, absolutely. We had some significant damage that occurred at Station 2, which is on Oak Spring Road. So that just wrapped up about a week and a half ago. While that was being repaired, we took the opportunity to actually go a little bit further. Our assistant fire chief, Paul Winter, kind of headed that up with a few other of our folks. So They upgraded the audio system, the visual system inside the station, some lighting to LED. So we just started back up with bingo, which is one of our primary fundraisers down there. So losing out on 10 weeks of that event is about $35,000 worth of fundraising revenue. So attendance is a little bit low right now as we start it back up. So if you have been there or have not been there and would like to join us, we could certainly use some additional patrons.
Thank you. Michelle, you would you like give a little briefing on how it's going to Parks and Rec? I appreciate it.
I'm going to back up a little bit because I wasn't here last meeting. I was on vacation with my family, but since that last meeting, we had our annual community day that was out at Community Park. And we appreciate the fire department and our public works helping us out for that day. We had a few little glitches, but we worked them all out. It was a beautiful day overall. I think it was well enjoyed by everyone that was there. And we're looking forward to doing it again next year. So we're hoping to get bigger and better as we go on. Some upcoming events that we have, the most in the near future, we have movie night that's coming on September the 20th. It'll be out at Community Park where we're going to show The Wild Robot. And Schoolie Cooley will be out there serving up refreshments. So if you want to come watch a movie out underneath the stars, come and join us September the 20th. October 10th, we're doing a hayride, the bonfire out at Simmons Farm. And that's going to be from 6 to 8. It is a Friday night. And it's going to be $5 per person. It's residents only. The night will consist of a hayride, and we'll have access to the activity area. We'll have a little pavilion there that we can share. And the Simmons Farms is going to give us some marshmallows and sticks to roast on the fire, but the Parks and Recs is going to provide the ingredients so that we can make some s'mores out on that bonfire. And there will be a sign up for that as well too, and it'll be limited because I think we get 2 wagons, and I think each wagon only holds like 30 to 35 people, so there'll be a limit on that too. Then October 18th, we have our trunk or treat from 3 to 5 at Community Park. This year, we're asking for donations. If you want to come and decorate your trunk, come out and participate, that would be great. As our group, we are going to put together our own little setup for out there, and we're going to provide some treats for our kids this year. The bus trip is November 22nd. That is going to Light Up Night. It is sold out. So if you didn't sign up, you're missing out on a wonderful little trip because it's going to include the bus trip over to the Gateway Clipper, and you'll go around the river a few times and get to see the Light Up Night. It includes dinner and dance. So, and then December 6th, we will be having our breakfast with Santa. There'll be more information coming out on that later. It's going to be a catered breakfast. We'll have some arts and crafts, and of course, a visit with Santa. And that's also going to be, that'll be capped at 180 people, and it'll be for residents. That's going to be open to everybody. We don't want any kids to miss out. But it'll be $5 a person for that too, to help accrue some of the cost. So and that's about all we have for right now.
First of all, first and foremost, on behalf of the board, thank you very much for putting the effort in and setting all these things up and having some nice events for our township. We do appreciate it. And your events are successful.
Yes.
They're good events. There's no doubt about it. And remind the folks that they can still sign up at the front desk when they want to do one of these activities.
Well, what we're trying to do, because we found in the past that what a problem was that if we had anyone sign up, some people can't make it here to the township building to do that. So we want to try to create something on a website, like the link or something that they can sign up and take care of it that way.
Okay.
Some people work, they can't make it here, don't have transportation. So we're trying to make it accessible to as many people as we can. So we're hoping to get that put together here shortly. It's just a thing, like when we had the Christmas thing last year, we had people sign up on the link, and then they had to come down here and pay. So it was kind of like a two-step process. So we're trying to like eliminate that so that it's a one, you know, I signed up, but I didn't pay. Well, then we had to call them and say, hey, you didn't pay. So it's kind of like we're trying to eliminate that and get it all done in one shot.
I know there's some other board members here with your rector board. Let's give them a warm applause. That's a big effort. Thank you very much, Michelle. Appreciate it.
But we did have movie night. I forgot to mention, we did do movie night at the other fire station over in Pancake in August. I believe it was on the 16th, I think it was. We showed how to train a dragon. We didn't have a big turnout like for that one as we expected, but there were a lot of other things going on around the community. So,
yeah. But
we're expecting a bigger turnout for the one in September.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Okay. Township reports of presentations, letter A, municipal separate storm sewer system, MS4 report. The Board of Supervisors allocates a period of time during this item for comments regarding the topic of stormwater. Each person addressing the Board of Supervisors is asked to limit their comments to a maximum of 3 minutes. Do we have anyone who would like to speak to that issue? And we'll check on Zoom also, Kels. Nobody? But
My name is Greg Goring. I live at 497 Quarry Road. I became very familiar with Mr. Kramer in the past couple of years here with all the flooding that happens down there. There used to be a small stream that ran through the front yard of my residence right up by the road, which is increasingly growing over the years. All the stormwater that comes down there. I don't think it's a creek. It's a storm sewer, and that's basically what it's used for. Everything that comes down off of the hill, whether it's off of the east or west side of Quarry Road, everything funnels down into there. I'm at the bottom of the hill. I get it all. Not only do I get the water, I get everybody's debris that might be in the yard that gets pushed down there. And there's all the wooded properties that are up there as well that dead trees, limbs, everything comes down, washes in, ends up in my front yard. So I'm hoping that.
Kev, you know about that area? You familiar with what's going on?
I've met him as well.
You've already talked, that's Kevin.
Yeah.
That's our director.
So yeah, I'm hoping
Have you evaluated? I mean, have we done anything, or what can we do, or?
It's more so. We've reviewed this with the engineer as well. We've looked at this pretty in depth. Rob, I don't know how well you recall this area on Quarry. Yeah.
And there's still a large tree trunk
That's that place where.
across the road from my house. It's been sitting there that time.
Right.
And there was that concrete bridge that they had to the sides to it. Okay. Remember that? That reminds you.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue too. I don't know what can be done about that. That causes an issue every time it rains because the water immediately starts to dam up there and then it immediately floods my property.
Well, the sides on the bridge didn't help.
It-
because that pushed it out.
Right. Well, it pushes it first. It pushes it into my yard, and then it pushes into the road once it gets bad enough. But yeah, there's a whole lot of debris under that bridge. There's a lot of silt buildup, so it doesn't take a whole lot for it to come up out of the banks. And then, like you said, the walls on the side just create a dam in it.
Hey, Rob, can you take a look at that? See what can be done down there? Help them out. Well, you have? And you're already studied it? I mean,
The costs are
we have any,
significant.
what are recommendations? What can we do?
I mean, we've looked at preliminary cost estimates. They're fairly significant. I think up into the six figures of, but as Mr. Bull mentioned, there's a neighbor upstream that's had changed their driveway that likely started to affect this significantly. Having them edit their driveway may affect this problem.
I had PennDOT clean that out many years ago. The box bridge, that's actually a PennDOT bridge, and it is a shallow bridge. And they said they told me they couldn't lower it because if they made the culvert bigger and lowered it, it would be lower than the stream that it feeds into. That was their explanation to me 5 years ago. I think Robert Saudi was there and he actually brought a jet truck down and cleaned it. Might have been longer than 5 years.
I agree with you. I think that things changed at some point, that it had to have been cleaned out because the flooding
I think
changed.
I met with you down there in Port Saudi. That was.
I'm
2
not,
years
I'm not
back.
sure. But the results of the flooding changed for a while.
Yeah.
And I think it's to the point where it's full
Maybe
again.
you can, your contact with PennDOT beat you down there. Maybe they can bring their jetter down and clean that out again. See if they'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else want to speak? Stormwater. Okay, thank you very much. Township manager. You guys have a copy of the report. There's a couple items that I want to highlight. If you don't mind, let's see here. Did everyone and to the board members also, the 37th annual Howard Hanna Children Free Care fundraising has begun. Howard Hanna's Children Free Care Fund is a company-wide initiative designed to help ensure that children will never be denied the best medical care. Last year's campaign was a huge success thanks to our many generous donors and supporters. The Washington office raised over $14,000 to support the free care fund. While it may be ambitious, our goal is to exceed last year. With your help, we can do it. Please consider, here's the part, joining us for lunch, a sponsorship, or making a donation to help us reach our goal. Children's Hospital Free Care Fund Luncheon, September 24th, 11 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. at the Texas Roadhouse. The cost of lunch is $10. They give information currently what the meal is and so forth. Walk-ins are accepted. They also include a bake sale, basket auction, a gift card raffle. If you're interested, that'd be a good cause to participate. They wanted us to announce that. Would you like to read this, Mr. Kerb? You want me to read this? This letter concerning the member two of the fire department. And the lady wrote a letter and one of the fire department members. You have the same letter from Lisa?
Likely.
Do you have this or not? You want me to read it?
If you've got it right in front of you, you are welcome. to
Okay,
read it.
okay, thanks. This is Jordan Kramer. I just had a call from a lady, Sharon. She was at Jersey Mike's last Thursday to pick up dinner. She had trouble walking. She has trouble walking. It said two of our firefighters were eating in the restaurant. The tall one, she said, was so nice. He got up from eating and held the door and helped her in. He did the same when she was leaving. She said she also got up a few times while she was waiting for her order to help a few elderly people get in and out. She was literally crying on the phone. She was so thankful. She wanted to make sure we knew what great guys we had. I asked her if he was really tall. She said yes. I'm guessing this is you, Chief, right? It was Scott Effinger. Not sure who was with him. She wanted me to pass it on to his bosses, and I think that's nice. And you hear good things about what we're doing in this community. And I always provide the accolades because I'm a big believer in these guys around here. And once again, congratulations to you and to Scott. Let Scott know that, will you?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, one more thing. I got a note, and all the board members got this note from the Kelly Drive family. There's a petition with a number of names on it indicating they were requesting a street light, I think, for their particular area. Do we have anybody from there to here tonight? Anybody from Kelly Drive? Okay, I don't see any. I do have an address that we can make it work by that. And they're looking for a street light. And by the way, we on the agenda this evening, we're going to consider looking at policy for streetlights in our community because we get requests from time to time for lighting, okay, which is not a bad idea, by the way. Okay, let's see. You got that letter, email, and as far as the township manager goes, there, I think I'm going to close up shop on that one, and we're going to move on to the secretary treasurer. You all have a copy of that as usual. It's in your hands, and you can leaf through that for yourself. Township solicitor, Mr. Makel.
Yes, Mr. Weber. My office has been involved with drafting a lot of documents concerning the different developments such as Perfect Manor. We have some issues, I guess, now with Bradford. So we've been involved with a lot of land use situations. We've also been involved with the land use appeal involving one of the lands. And we've also assisted the township manager with drafting various documents and agreements and so forth. So that's a summary of what we've been doing. It's been it's a lot more extensive than that in paperwork, but we've been very active.
Thank you, Mr. Lakeman.
Yes, Mr. Weber.
Okay, our township engineer, Rob, I know you're gonna, I'll let you go ahead and if I feel like you missed something, I have it right
Appreciate
in
that.
front of me, okay, then we'll go at it.
We have 537 related stuff later on the agenda, so I'll leave that set for now. On the MS4 side, the annual MS4 reporting is due September 30th, so we're putting that information together. And then we'll be prepared to do our annual presentation in the October meeting. Touched on Farley. You guys have a copy of that report. We do need to kind of get together and convene to kind of decide which way we want to go with that. Same goes with Driscoll. I believe you may have that one too.
I do have it in front of me. Would you explain to the folks here what we're doing at Driscoll, what the idea is?
Well, the idea is you have a county LSA grant to move forward with a stormwater project. You guys own property at Driscoll and you have some downstream stormwater concerns, and that area also qualifies to give you credit towards your pollution reduction obligation to the DEP through your MS4 program. So we've kind of put together a concept project for multiple phases. So we need to talk through exactly what phases you want to move forward with now and what phases we want to kind of hold off and defer to later. You have $150,000 in grant funding, which we intended to use for materials and do the actual work with your public works guys. Okay. Station 44-1 ADA improvements. That's a project that's also grant funded. I did have an update that they're planning to start work up there on September 8th. They've had a little bit of weather-related delays on other projects that's prevented them from getting there until now. It's been ready for quite some time. Your public works department jumped right on handling the demolition, getting prepared for them to show up, and then they had their delays. So I think the only other thing I want to touch on tonight is there's a statewide LSA grant application period opening on September 1st. It'll be open through November 30th. So if there's anything we want to consider under that program, that funding period is open now, or will be open here shortly.
Okay. What about these other two things you got here, the DCNR grant application, dog park project?
That's a dog park project we submitted for grant application for, so we're waiting for a
They
decision on that.
usually, late September you get those, or when do you usually get an answer?
It's hard to tell anymore, probably at least a year. I would assume at least a
that
year.
right?
Yeah, they take a while.
I know it take a while, okay. And then the industry public house land development.
Yeah, just, you have our review letters. There's nothing much. to
We have
report there.
we have that on the agenda tonight.
Yeah, I think
also.
it's already gone through planning commission.
Okay,
too.
good. Thanks. Everybody, hold on. Anyone have a question? Any of the board members? Anything you want to ask about? Okay, good. Hey, TJ, you want to come up here and brief us a little bit on Burkett Manor? Or- Yeah, I would like you to, yes. TJ is with Bankston Engineering, and what he's doing is our quality control guy at Burkett Manor. The folks that brought up some things tonight about Red Bud Lane and so forth, and this is what we got him. That's what he's charged with right now, to find out what we have wrong and what we need to do to remedy each of those problems. So go ahead, TJ.
Sure, I'll be brief, Bob. We did a brief walk through the site. We prepared a list of items where what was constructed maybe differs from the approved drawing set. We prepared kind of a punch list type of a letter, which was dated August 11th, and we shared that with you all. We also prepared a cost estimate that accompanies that document, just to kind of put some price figures to some of these repair items. And then in addition to that, we were asked by the board to take a look at some of the driveway apron slopes, which we've done in the field. We've measured those. We prepared an inventory of those different driveway apron slopes, which we shared with the group and also with the developer today. So they are doing some sidewalk installation on site right now on Yellowwood, which we have an inspector present for. So working through some of those items that are on that preliminary punch list. I believe there'll probably be some follow-up that's needed with the developer and with Ryan Holmes and the builders out there to go over some of those things. But that's kind of an overview as to where we stand. We did look at kind of where we are status quo, prepared a list of items, prepared some costs associated with those. And we looked at the driveway apron slope. So I believe that's about all I can share on that item at this point. The other item that we were asked to look into was the draft grading ordinance that I know has been a topic of conversation here for a little while. So I did review that draft ordinance that Jeff had provided to our office. We had a few suggestions, which I redlined and sent a copy to everybody today. So if we want to have some follow-up discussion on that draft grading ordinance at some point, there may be a couple things that we could do with that before you advertise that for public comment period and then consider adopting that. So that's basically the overview of our activities here in the past month or so.
Okay. You think any board member have a question or two? Thank you very much.
I'll get back to you on the grading ordinance.
Okay.
In a couple of days.
Great.
Okay. Number 8, no unfinished business. We'll move on to number 9, 9A. A motion to approve a municipal engineering service agreement between South Strabane Township and Banks and Engineers, Inc. pursuant to their proposal dated July 2nd, 2025. Need a motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Second, Mr. Grego. Any discussion?
Yeah, I have a couple of things.
Go ahead.
And this would be for you, TJ, the first one. Can you build a township? Can you delineate between escrow and something that's like the grading ordinance that's for the township? So that that people here know which comes out of escrow, what comes out of our general budget.
Certainly can, yeah. We did that for some of our other clients also. So basically, we'll categorize any invoices that we have based on this.
Okay. And then the other one's for you, Dennis, and this is going live and learn. So remember, we're going through sidewalks. Is there anything you could put in the contract that says that Bankston can't make a decision for the township or the supervisors? Because you know how they're saying that somebody from the township was there and the engineer,
I can.
and
I can
they
add
made
that.
that decision for the 4 foot versus 5 foot?
No,
Just
that's-
asking.
Sure, and that should be commonsensical, but I'll add a provision saying basically that any decision regarding any work performed must be approved by either the township manager or the board of supervisors.
Okay.
And this agreement basically is to provide some protection to the township because, I don't know, have you seen this agreement yet? Did Jeff send this to you or not?
I have not.
Well, we have an indemnification clause in here saying basically if you mess up by an act or failure to act, then you hold us harmless. And then basically we have a provision saying that it's hard getting over, you can't see anymore. We also have ownership of work product. It says all documents, so forth, shall remain the property of South Strabane Township as instruments of service. South Strabane agrees that they shall not use that product just for that situation. So I just want to make sure we have the work product here. In the past, I've had situations where the engineer is no longer there and then it's almost impossible to get the work product. Okay, can you limit those two? So I added that to the agreement. That way we at least know. And then when I go back tomorrow, I have that provision saying about what we just discussed about decision-making process. So if you want to make a motion to approve the agreement with provision that, with the condition that the township solicitor add a provision that any decisions made about any projects shall be either decided, the decision shall be with the township manager and or the board of supervisors. Okay? That's
Yeah, I'll make that motion. Did you get that or do you go with that?
You got Jolene? Oh, yeah, you get all that, Jolene?
I'll write it for you after me. Just
He'll rewrite it for you. Okay.
I'll write it for you after me.
Okay, based on, we have a motion, and we amended, of course, and it's been second. All those in favor of the motion, please indicate saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried 5-0. Okay, letter B, motion to approve the final land development application from LVW3 LLC for proposed industry public house located at 315 Washington Road, parcel ID 600-003-12-00-0011-00 at former TGI Fridays for the addition of an outdoor patio to the current structure. Thank you, Mr. Bull. Need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Rowan. Any further discussion on this
Is there
issue?
anybody here from, can you come up and, well, you know, you can stand. So I have just two questions for you guys. And then one for the township and I couldn't see from the drawing, is there gonna be like a fence around it with an emergency gate or anything, or is it just gonna be an open patio area? With one egress and egress, okay. Any thought about putting some ballast up and so that a car can't crash into, because we've had a couple instances, I know at Panero, it was crashed into, and I'm just looking to the future that maybe if you could put something in there, so, you know, I'm just throwing that out as a safety issue for the township. I don't know if you guys had, I'm just throwing that out to you guys.
Oh, you don't think it's necessary, do you? Okay.
And then as a township, do we have any ordinances or anything or any that talks about outside patio areas, or do you know, Dennis?
I don't think there's any. We should address that.
We should address that. Like you said, I understand, I hope it never happens, but I can tell if you saw the pictures of Panera, they took out a pillar that car sideways. I don't think I had to be flying or lady, but we've had, I don't know, has there been any other, Drew, where they've hit buildings, people pushed the wrong pedal and went forward instead of, well, the one lady at, what was it?
Walnut Grill.
Not the next one down, the one over the 20-foot hill backwards. Yeah. There was a gate there, there was a fence there, and she went straight over backwards. But
Anyway.
it's not in our ordinance, I just was asking, that's all. Or we don't have one, so, thank you.
Okay, motion?
Yeah, we did.
And a second, discussion's finished. All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Okay, letter C, before we make a move on this, we need to remove it from the table. And this is the Berry Road. Let me see, let me get this, so I get it right here. This was the board passed a resolution on September 22nd, 23 to submit an LSA grant application for the evaluation of preliminary design for Berry Road. The LSA grant was approved by the county and the DCED in 2024 in the amount of $57,000. The evaluation is estimated at $33,000 and the preliminary design is estimated at $24,000. The RFP process led to the selection of Transit Associates due to the project. Below are the project milestones for the project, and they have certain dates here and certain things that had to be done for the process. So was not required. Berry Road evaluation, township manager, former township manager has advised us to approve this. So first thing we do.
I'll make a motion to take it off of the table.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Grego. All those in favor of removing from the table, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0 to move it from the table. Now the motion is to adopt the Berry Road evaluation dated July 29th, 2025, as prepared by Transit Associates. Need a motion,
So
please.
moved.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Need a second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Rowan. Any discussion on this issue? All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Letter D. Mr. Chief Hill, how do you pronounce this fellow's name? Motion to accept the resignation of part-time South Strabane Township Police Officer Cody Kuzlock. Thank you. Effective August 19th, 2025. He was a former full-time employee, police officer. He helped us out on a part-time basis. Now he's actually resigning from the whole force. A motion to,
So moved.
thank you, Mr. Rennie, a second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Grego. All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Letter E, motion to consider an amendment to the policy governing reimbursement of township supervisor expenses at the annual PSATS conference. Let me give you a little briefing on that, so we're on the same page. Pursuant to Act 9 of 2002, township supervisors who are not employed by the township are eligible to receive full or partial reimbursement for wages lost while attending the state conference. Such reimbursement, however, is at the discretion of the Board of Supervisors and must be supported by the adopted policy. The original one was adopted April 30th, 2024. At this time, the only amendment to the adopted policy is the inclusion of a provision requiring that all receipts be submitted within 30 days of returning from the conference. This amendment is reflected in section procedure D1 and is highlighted in yellow for ease of reference. And basically, what we're saying is, once you come back from a conference, get your receipts and your expenses in by 30 days, okay? I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
Second.
Need a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Rowe. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No,
Okay,
I submitted mine 65 days after we got back. And of all the problems this township has, of all the things that need done, of all the things that aren't getting done for the last 15 years, this was the most important. I submitted them before Jeff left. I believe it was a week and a half ago. And that's what generated this. So I had a friend in Preston, Pennsylvania, who since passed away, and the term is chicken shit. Have a good day, Bob.
okay, motion passes 4-1. Letter F. Motion to adopt a policy regarding installation of streetlights in the township, and that's something we're gonna work on. Need a motion.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. I need a second, please.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Rode. All those in favor of adopting the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Can we discuss it?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Sorry. This, so my question is, Jordan, you may know, do the streetlights come out of liquid fuels?
They can, and I believe some of them are right now.
Mr. Mickle, where's it coming?
I'll look into that, but I never heard of people taking.
Marie and Brandon had looked into it quite a while ago, so I believe you were not here at the time, right?
Do we have, do we have a streetlight, do we have a streetlight assessment here or not?
That actually goes back onto tax.
I thought we don't have that at all.
No. No. But there is a portion currently that comes out of liquid fuels somewhere. So Marie, I think.
Did you check with them at all?
Yes, yeah, she did.
Okay.
So she should have some information on that she'd be able to send you.
No, I'm fine. If you want to table, whatever,
Let's
doesn't
table
matter.
it.
I was just trying to get it through for the other one
No,
because.
we don't have the right answer.
We can, okay, table, make a motion.
Good,
somebody
Mr.
make-
Bullock.
So it would be tabled.
Need a second, please.
Second.
All in favor of tabling this issue, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's tabled. 5-0. Okay, letter G. Motion to make the proper notifications that effective September 3rd, 2025, the cardboard recycling service on Zediker Station Road will be discontinued. I'm going to read something here for folks so they understand what's going on. And I have our director this evening coming over. He'll be speaking to it also. We've also had one of our residents speak to it. Supervisors should consider closing the cardboard recycling station on Zediker Station Road effective September 3rd, 25, due to significant and ongoing issues that render the site unsustainable. First and foremost, there is no effective way to monitor or police the site, leading to widespread misuse by individuals from outside South Strabane Township, including residents and businesses from throughout Washington County and beyond. While the service was intended for local use, it has become a regional drop-off point, burdening South Strabane taxpayers with the consequences. Although the dumpsters themselves are provided at no direct cost to the township, they quickly overflow after being emptied, and users routinely leave cardboard on the ground when the containers are full. This litter becomes a serious environmental and public nuisance, especially during storms, when loose cardboard blows across nearby neighborhoods and properties. The cleanup efforts fall in our Public Works Department, turning a so-called free service into a real and recurring expense for our residents. Furthermore, the township receives approximately $1,000 annually in Act 101 recycling funds from the cardboard collected, an amount that does not begin to cover the cost of employee labor, complaint resolution, or the negative attention the situation draws on social media. As a recycling mandated community, South Strabane residents already pay for curbside or cardboard collection through waste management, whether they use it or not. Maintaining a separate, unregulated recycling drop-off site not only duplicates this service, but effectively subsidizes cardboard disposal for surrounding municipalities at our taxpayers' expense. For these reasons, financial, operational, and environmental, we support the closure of the Zeddiger Station Road Cardboard Recycling Center and propose that public notice be provided immediately, giving residents until September 30th, 25 to adjust accordingly. Director, would you please come forward up to the podium? Would you speak to this issue and give us your opinion and advice on the situation down there?
Yeah, I think that says a lot. You know, no offense to the company we have in there. They run 2 trucks throughout the county, and we're providing multiple counties here our service. They can't keep up. They have no scheduled pickup, and we email them. It's basically sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. And it's, I mean, between office staffing, it's constant. Waste of time. In my opinion. No offense to that company, but we've outgrown that company. If we're going to provide this, we're going to have to pay for a service that's going to pick up every 5 days, because 5 days, it's full, 7 dumpsters.
Is it still like when we used to pick it up and you see the addresses on the boxes? Bentleyville, Coraopolis.
What county you want to go? Allegheny County?
It's not even our
Green County.
residents that's making the mess down there.
I had a company from Green County down there.
Yeah. I couldn't believe the addresses that were on the boxes when we used to pick up down there.
Yeah.
One South Bank. I think Drew said he watched a box truck back up to him and fill him up one time about 3 years ago as well with the cameras. Yeah. So
I had car interior.
we're not doing anything.
in one.
Yeah, we're not doing anything for our residents here. It's way outside. It's bad. It's become a dump site. It's not fair to our residents.
By the way, Mr. Quebec, I do ride around. I see that down there. Sometimes it's a big mess down there, and I see it. I think you get a windy day, it's blowing all over the place, and also, we don't take issue with it, but some of our folks have been down there, and there's people, you can tell they're subcontractors dropping off their cardboard and stuff, large amounts of it. And I remember one fellow in particular, he was trying to hide behind one area, so we couldn't spot him doing it. We don't make an issue out of it, but the thing is, I think we have one of the few that have a cardboard thing around here. And so anyways, is there anything else you can add to it? Because it takes a lot of your man hours down there. The guys have to go out there and clean up.
I mean, it's not so much the man hours isn't the fact. I mean, it's the hassle on the residents. I mean, she keeps her farm beautiful. It's a mess. It looks horrible. It does.
Anybody else here want to speak to it? Did you use the facility down there? What's your opinion?
I would love to have it. Some type of sign, very aggressive fine, $500,000, something. I know you have to enforce it, but it gets to a sticky situation too. Somebody can have a box from Coraopolis that I can have that box that paint on it. I actually use it. I don't know. I've seen them not broken down. That's a problem. And that takes up the volume of the container. And then you can't get a regular schedule with that company
but can it be relocated anywhere else? Maybe go up to the public building, up to the public work building, like 3 dumpsters where only residents are gonna come in during normal operations? Is that a possibility? I don't know.
Kevin and I've
Rather than just
discussed,
doing away with it.
Kevin and I've discussed maybe getting a crusher, moving it up to the, there's a lot of things that we can do differently. But the bottom line is, you're paying for the service at your curb. And nobody's gonna miss this more than me, trust me, because I generate a lot of cardboard. And a lot of the cardboard that I generate, like you said, it comes in from things that I have delivered or brought in, or boxes I picked up to move things from outside of the area, but it's still, I generated it. I don't think that, I think we'd like to find a better way. We just have to find a better manageable way. It's not gonna cost us a lot of money and will still be usable. Kevin has looked at what other municipalities have done. He has done his best to research it. And as much as I hate to see it go, it's time.
I mean, I think if we would put it to Public Works facility, I mean, there'd be no weekend use because I'm locked, you know, so.
And you're not gonna get in Monday morning without cleaning all the boxes up in front of your gate. I guarantee you that.
Unfortunately, that's probably true.
Good. Yes.
So why do we have this problem?
Yeah, once a month you can put your cardboard and papers out at curbside and it's picked up. You don't even have to drive down there.
So if Shasta Bank has this, must have recycling. And they take the cardboard.
Thanks, Lee. Go ahead.
Just for clarification for me, are you talking about just the cardboard portion of that? Or are you talking about the container, the glass?
Glass is gone already. It's already gone. The waste management takes glass now.
Yeah.
They used to, they put a ban on it. Now they take it. You can put it right in your car.
What about the leaves and the brush?
That still goes on. You still got the lead. You still got that.
Also, City Mission takes cardboard. That they funds, so they take it. We, a lot of people call them about park officers. We've called them and confirmed with us.
Okay. Anyone else? I just wanted to hear from you, see how you feel about it.
Thank you, Jolene. I didn't know they still.
Kevin,
did
thank
that.
you very much. Okay. Motion, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you,
to get
Mr.
rid of
Murphy.
it.
You need a second.
Second.
Thank you.
So we,
Any-
though,
a-
we'll
any
get rid
further-
of it, but do you think we could sit down with O'Neill and or the commissioners or Bartoletta and come see if we can come up with some other solution?
Sure.
Like Peters has a nice compactor, or like Kevin said, some of the dumpsters have a slot. You gotta break it down. Or like you said, they'll just throw it out in front and won't break it down, but just a thought, but yeah, I'm good with it.
Unfortunately, it was ruined, and it wasn't by the residents, it was mostly by outside users from outside of South Urbana.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Anybody else want to discuss it? George, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm done with
We've
this.
already got the motions.
Yep.
Okay, all those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Okay, letter H, motion approving the 2026 budget count. I think, folks, you had a chance to look at it. If you're okay with, let's have a motion to approve it, okay?
Well, I'll make that motion, but we need to change some dates.
Okay,
so
it's all right.
I'll make a motion to
Let's get it
talk
going.
about it.
Okay, let's get it going. Who need a second?
I'll second it to
Second,
talk
Mr.
about it.
Rowan. Okay, now discussion. Go ahead, Mr. Murphy.
I know Jeff said he couldn't be here, what was it, 30th and the 1st, so I thought about if we could move one of the meetings Thursday, the 2nd.
Sure.
I'm good all through 6th through the 9th. And if we can move the 21st to the 22nd, I have a Bronson House board meeting that night.
October.
Okay, 22nd on what's the other one, Mark?
So I'm
30th you're talking about.
the September 30th and October 1st.
What do you want to do there?
Well, if we could move one to Thursday, the 2nd,
Okay,
and then
30th, where you want to move that? Just,
we could move the 30th would move to the 2nd. October 1st would go to, I'm good, the 6th through the 9th, the next week of.
well, what the rest of you guys think? It's up to them too. We go October 1st, that's the one we want to move. Where's it? Anybody have a calendar? Hate this. Jeez.
You need a calendar?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I know I have it written down, so the next week would be October 6th through that'd be Monday through Thursday.
Yes. that's
I'm
correct.
good that entire week, if you want to move one to then.
September 6th to the 9th.
Well, September is only the one, everything's in
Six to
October.
the ninth.
Okay, here's the deal. He said, Mark said he's here from 6 to 9. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. He's done, yeah. So pick a night, you guys. That the week of.
You just want to do
instead-
October 6th and 7th and not do anything on the 2nd?
That's fine, doesn't matter, I'm good, whatever.
So we'll make it October the 6th,
Okay,
October the 7th,
okay.
Tuesday the 14th, Wednesday, October the 15th, and the final one will be
22nd.
Just move it to
22nd.
the 22nd.
Okay. Okay. You okay with that?
Yeah.
Everybody okay with it?
I got, so I have.
These
new-
are in the evening, by the way, so you know.
Yeah, and so I have new employment and I don't get back into town until
We
after 5 o'clock.
discussed that. Would 5:30 work?
5:30 would work perfect.
We'll just move them all to 5:30 then,
Okay,
instead of 5.
okay.
Did you catch all of it?
The 22nd was supposed to be at 6. Do you want to keep it at 6?
Unless there was some reason, I just keep them all.
Keep it at 5:30, everybody's.
Yeah.
Or was that before the meeting?
Run
No.
down these dates one more time.
What's that?
We run down the dates and times one more
Yeah,
time.
well, days left now.
I did the 6th and the 7th of October. That takes care of them too. Then Tuesday, October 14th, Wednesday, October 15th. And then it would be Wednesday, October 22nd. And then it would be Wednesday, October 28th, which is one of our meetings, I would assume.
Yeah,
correct?
don't worry about the last one.
Yeah, the last one's final. That's one, our Tuesday, November 18th meeting.
Yeah,
And we're going with.
and we're all going with 5:30 starting time for George.
Thank you.
You okay now?
Yep.
Okay, all those in favor of the motion, do we have a motion? Did we make a motion?
Yes, we did.
Okay. That's all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye, with the approved dates
With the approved dates, of course.
and times.
And time, dates and time. I'll mark that down. Okay. Letter I, motion to authorize the advertisement of a public notice for the 537 plan. Motion, please.
So moved.
Need a second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Grego. You want to speak to it?
Sure.
Okay, tell us what we're doing here.
So this has been in limbo for quite some time. We're finally ready to move forward. There's a mandatory public notification period. You have to put it out there for public comment. We have a couple things to clean up to get that ready to go. It's a 30-day period, so even if we advertise today, we wouldn't be ready for the September meeting anyway. So we'll be looking to formally adopt at the October meeting.
Okay.
That'll also give us time to receive the comments, review them, provide any type of response we need to. We also need to secure some other additional approvals and resolutions from other neighboring communities. That'll give us a little bit of time to clean that up as well.
Okay.
So we're ready to move forward finally.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay. All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Okay, letter J. Consideration request by the Trinity Hillers High School football boosters for a waiver of the fee to use Community Park Pavilion Thursday, August 14th, 2025. It's a retroactive. Motion, please.
So moved.
Need a second.
Second.
Okay, George. All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 5-0. Letter K, consideration request by Trinity South Elementary School's Parent Faculty Committee to use the pavilion at Community Park on September 27th, 2025, between the hours of 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at a discounted rate or no charge. What do you want to, how do you want to do the motion? No charge?
No charge.
Okay, no charge. Motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you. Second.
Second.
All those in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Okay, letter L, motion appointing interim positions, and I'll go over that here right now so we make it official. Give me a second here. Okay. Presented for the board's consideration. This is the interim positions we are employed at this time to cover the period until we get a township manager on duty, okay? And so we're gonna make this all in one motion, folks. Marie,
So moved.
wait a minute till I didn't mention everything, okay? Marie Coughlin, interim bank account administrator. Marie Coughlin, interim pension administrator. Marie Coughlin, interim Washington County Tax Collection District Representative. Scott Heckman, interim Washington County Sewage Council Representative. Supervisor George Roden, Police Department. Supervisor Russ Grego, Fire Department. Supervisor Jeff Bull, Public Works Department. Vice Chair Mark Murphy, Planning, Zoning, and Building, Community Development, and Chair Barb Weber, Office Operation and Finance Department. Need a motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you. Need a second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Grego. All in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No, I'm neutral, so whatever.
Good. You're gonna be abstaining.
Abstain, yeah,
Okay.
abstain.
All right, good. All right. That takes care of that. Let's move on. Letter M. Motion to extend the term of Jordan Kramer as acting assistant township manager to assume the duties of interim township manager until a new township manager is appointed. Since this is a personnel item,
We have a quick executive session just to go over.
if you want to,
Personnel.
if you want
real
to,
fast.
if you want to, you call, you want.
Is that your motion?
Yeah,
No.
I would like.
He wanted to have an executive
I'll Make a
session.
motion to have a quick executive session.
Personnel
Since it's personnel.
Second.
Folks, give us a little longer than 5 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, what do you guys?
Should I make a motion to, so we need to get 250 a week? We're still, don't worry about it.
All right. Okay, let's, everybody here, let's go back to the letter M, motion to extend the term of Jordan Kramer as acting assistant township manager to assume the duties of interim township manager until a new township manager is appointed. And I need a motion, please. Need a second. Thank you, Mr. Grego. This is a personnel item. We're just going to, well, let's go roll call. I'll call the roll. Mr. Grego.
Yes.
Mr. Rowe.
No.
Mr. Bolt.
No.
Mr. Murphy.
Yes.
Mr. Weber. Yes. Motion passes 3-2. And need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you. Need a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor of adjournment, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Thanks, everybody, for attending the meeting. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the input.